Well, hello. Welcome to Connolly Outdoors. I'm just going to wait a little bit and see if we get any people in here. You never know. If not, I'm just going to get rolling with what I want to talk about tonight, which is mental health. And this video is directed specifically at a particular person that I feel needs some help. He seems lost, and part of the reason why I'm here tonight is to see if I can help him. Now, I'm talking about Sam from the Northwest Wind. If any of you guys watch his channel, I have been watching his channel for quite some time, and his last video really hit me hard because he's talking about ending it all, and I'm talking about the big ending. And he's admitted that he's attempted to commit suicide 3 times, and he's thinking about the possibility of ending it all, and at least attempting again. So this video is for Sam, and I want to talk to Sam about mental health. Now, what are my credentials to be able to get on here and talk about mental health? Well, for those of you that don't really know me, I'm a professional musician. As you can see, move my head out of the way. Tim Connolly drums. I'm a professional drummer. And in music, there's a lot of therapy. That's one thing. I'm also a motivational speaker. That's why I'm here, because I enjoy motivating people. As a teacher of drums, I have probably 40 students I see a week. Maybe not that many, maybe, I don't know, 37, 38, 40, something like that. I motivate them, and I also try to, obviously I'm teaching them drums, but I try to motivate them not only to become a better musician, better drummer and everything, but I try to get in my lessons, a lot of my lessons are related directly to life things. I'm just going to move back here a tiny bit. A lot of my lessons are related to life things, and I try to teach my students motivating things in life. Now, I personally have been through a lot in my life. I was abandoned by my father when I was about 3 or 4 years old. He was a chronic alcoholic, him and his brothers. I was around extreme violence, and I grew up in a very nasty situation with my dad. Now, my mom was awesome. My mom was a fantastic woman. Miss her every day. She's been dead for 20 years. I miss her every day. I think about her every day. She was my hero and my protector, and she was incredibly awesome. My dad, on the other hand, he was not awesome. I always say, and I tell my son and my kids this, that one day, someday, I'm not a religious person, I'm going to be honest, but someday him and I are going to meet up. I just have this feeling, and I got some choice words for him. So anyways, I'm not going to turn this into any kind of a vendetta or vengeance against my father or whatever. I'm here because I want to talk directly to Sam. So I'm not too concerned about numbers of people in here, particularly for this live stream. I want Sam to see this. This is for one person. Sam, there's a guy I want you to check out. His name is Dom Famularo. Dom, D-O-M, Famularo, Famularo. Dom was my drum teacher. He, like me though, he was also a motivational speaker. He's the reason I got motivated to become a motivational speaker, was because of him. He was the most positive, loving, wonderful, incredible human being that I've ever met, except for my grandmother. But he was, and I say was because he passed away a year and a half ago. And I was absolutely devastated because him and I were very close, not only as student and teacher, but as a people, just as a person. Dom and I were very, very close. And I could rely on him in any circumstances. He was unbelievable. And he was kind and generous to everyone. It wasn't just me. Like Dom was extremely famous. He's one of the most famous drummers in the world. He knew all the famous drummers. You name a band, he knew the drummer. He was world renowned. Now, how the heck do I get hooked up with a guy that's famous on that incredible level? Well, I just went to one of his drum clinics many years ago, back in the 90s. And that's the first time I met him, along with Steve Smith, the drummer from Journey, and also Louis Belson, the infamous Louis Belson, who used to do drum battles with the legendary Buddy Rich. And Louis Belson was another wonderful gentleman. Steve Smith as well. They're all fantastic. One thing about the drumming community is that there are really a lot of warm and wonderful people in the drumming community. And I've been in that community for a long time because I've been a professional musician for 40 years. So I've been around the block a few times in terms of the music industry. Now, Dom, I used to work for him. When he would come to Canada, I would sometimes assist him and do master classes. He did quite a few master classes with my students, and he was a extremely famous player and teacher. Now, he was also a speaker. So, Sam, I want you to go and look up Dom, not his drumming, because there's tons of Dom drumming. I mean, I know you're a drummer too, Sam. You can watch Dom's drumming, of course, because he's amazing. And he was an incredible drummer. But there's videos of Dom doing speeches, motivational talks. And he was an excellent motivational speaker because he had the personality of someone that always saw everything on the positive. Now, I'm just looking here quickly. I know I have his book here. You can also read his book, which is really good. I don't see it here right this split second, but I think I have a bar here, and I think it's right around the other side of my bar. So I will grab that and show it to you so you can take a look at it. And I recommend reading Dom's book because he puts a positive spin on everything. It doesn't matter anything that would happen to Dom. He was almost like when I first met him and started to get to know him. I remember thinking, there's no way this guy can be this positive all the time. Well, I knew him for 16 years and I knew him well. And I can tell you that he was the most positive person you will ever meet. There was never a moment, and I spent a lot of time with him, there was never a moment where he was negative or down or depressed or any of this. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that can't be. We all go through ups and downs. Now, Dom went through ups and downs too, but Dom's down was everybody else's up because his up was on a much higher level, an incredible level of warmth, kindness. I mean, if you were to watch videos of drummers, other drummers like myself, talking about Dom, you're going to hear exactly what I'm saying. There's nobody that had a bad word to say about Dom. He was incredible. I was at his birthday party in August of 2023. You know, all the famous drummers in the world were there, and I'm not a famous drummer. I'm just a working drummer. But because I was one of Dom's top students in Canada, he took me under his wing. We really hit it off. He was like my mentor, my best friend, my dad, my brother. He covered it all. The guy was absolutely incredible. And I went to his birthday party. I'm hanging out with Liberty DeVito, who is Billy Joel's drummer, and chatting with him. I'm talking to David Garibaldi. I'm talking to the drummer from Blue Oyster Cult. I'm talking to Pearl Jam's drummer. You name it, you know. Anyways, Dom sadly passed away about a month after that birthday party. He died from cancer. And it was very unfortunate because it got him quick and he went downhill really fast. But anyway, Sam, go on and look up Dom and check out the videos about the motivational speaking. So one of the things I want to tell you, Sam, is that there's always a bright side to every scenario. Even when Dom was dying, I'm actually he put out a statement when he knew he was near his end. I spoke to him 3 days before he passed away. And even when he knew He knew the end was there. He could see the end. The end was there. He was still positive. How can that be? He told me to carry on his legacy. He told me to motivate people, to inspire people. That's why I'm here, Sam. This is why I'm here, because he wanted me to do this. And I'm telling you, Sam, there's hope. There is hope. Like I said, he was at the very end, and he's telling me how wonderful he thinks I am, and he's telling me, and he's just talking about me. The guy is near his death, but he's not talking about that. He's not going on and on and on about how sad he is because he's the greatest drummer in the world and all this stuff. You'd never hear that from him. Never. There was no ego. The man was humble as could be. Humble, incredibly humble. Anyways, he put out a statement right before he died. And even in that statement, his main concern was, I hope I spread joy, and I hope that I spread inspiration. I inspired people, and that I got people motivated and excited about life and music. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you, Sam. I want to get you re-excited about life, the way Dom excited me about life and about music. Like I said, I went through some very difficult times, living out of my car years ago as a developing musician back in the 90s. I mean, my life is very, very, I'm established career in music, and I'm financially doing well and all that. And I know you are too, Sam. I can tell that finances are not the main issue for you. It doesn't matter if you have money or you're poor. You just seem to be not happy. There's a lot of things that aren't making you happy. So you need to turn to things that do make you happy. Turn to your family, your friends, your wife. I also would like to see if you could get some professional help. Now, I know in a message I sent you, you said that you have had professional help and they didn't help you. You've got to find somebody like a Dom. You've got to find your Dom Famularo. You know what's funny? My nephew went through hell. It's not funny, sorry. My nephew went through hell with a divorce. I got Dom to talk to him. It really helped him. Now, if Dom was alive, I would say, you need to talk to Sam, Dom. You need to help this man. He's only 33 years old, and he's talking about ending his life. And he's talking about how nothing makes him happy, and he's very sad, and all these sort of things. And Dom would get on there, and he would talk to you. Unfortunately, Dom is no longer here, as I said. But I feel that he has inspired me and motivated me and sent me to carry on the things that he would be proud of me doing. And that's why I'm here today, Sam. I want you to check out Dom. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. There is hope. There's light at the end of that misery tunnel. Sam, I know that when things get down and out and you just don't think that you can recover, you've got friends and you've got people. There's a lot of people that love you. I see what goes on your channel. I see a lot of the comments. If you need to talk to me, you can reach out and you can talk to me. I'll put my email in the video and you can message me and then we can arrange to talk on the phone because, I don't know you. I've never met you. I've only watched your videos and we've had conversations in the comments from your videos. But I can tell you that I'm a real person. You're a real person. You're a young man. You're only 33 years old. I'm 60 years old, Sam. So I'm a father figure to you. And I want to be your Dom, at least partially. But you need to find your Dom that you can actually engage with and have someone that inspires you in life. I think you lack inspiration. One of the things that Dom did for me was he made me realize that despite all the trauma that I went through as a child, despite all the difficulties I had as a teenager and as a young man and trying to work as a musician, you know how hard it was to try to be a professional musician when everyone is telling you you're going to fail, get a real job? It was extremely difficult for me. But I was motivated, I was determined, and I never gave up. So this is where I think you're lacking a little bit. You're lacking a little bit of drive, and you need incentive. You need a motivation, and you need to know that there is light for you at the end of the tunnel. Because right now that tunnel for you is really dark. And please, Sam, if you are considering ending it all, I want you to definitely call somebody and make sure that you talk to somebody that you trust and that you care about and that they care about you. It's really, really important. Like I said, I don't know you, but I'm reaching out to try and do my best to help you by letting you know about Dom. So look him up and he's really going to help you. Now, so I've got a few people in here now, and like I said, I wasn't too concerned about numbers. I just wanted to get this video out so that I could directly speak to Sam, who is a YouTuber, the Northwest Wind. So any of you guys here, you'll know what I'm talking about if you just watched Sam's last video. It's a pretty emotional video, and I really felt for Sam, and that's why I decided I have to do something. I can't let this young man continue to suffer the way that he is suffering. Now, I in my when I do motivational talks, one of the things that I talk about is how I found the fountain of youth. Many, many years ago, I can't remember the name of the explorer, but a Spanish explorer was sent out to find the fountain of youth for this king. The king wanted to stay young forever. He spent his entire life cruising around in these ships trying to find what they believed was an actual fountain. Now, obviously, there is no real fountain, but things were different back in the 1500s. You know, people thought different things. He searched around for it. Of course, he died. He never found it. But I can tell you that I found it. And I found it because the fountain of youth is knowledge. It's learning. If you are continuing to grow emotionally, if you're continuing to develop by learning things, never stop learning. You know, read, research, um, talk to people, get inspired to try new things that are interesting and are going to possibly set you on a different path. Maybe you need to pick up a new kind of a hobby or something that you find really interesting. Now, everything leads back to music for me. So for me, music, listening to songs, playing my instrument, performing, teaching. I do a lot of, if I did any studio work, if I do a lot of things where I'm encouraging people and motivating people to use music in a positive way to try to get you on a different mental scale, on a different mental level. So music can be extremely empowering in terms of invigorating us to get excited about things. You need to get excited about something, Sam. That's what you need. Excitement generates happiness. You know, if you can get excited about something, start playing those drums again, Sam. Because I remember you telling me that you were a drummer. You know, maybe get yourself some lessons. I teach online. Sam, hit me up for some drum lessons. This is what I do. I'm a professional drummer for 40 plus years. I teach, like I said, I have like anywhere between, I don't know the number, 38 to 40 students a week. And I'm a very busy professional in the drumming world. And if you need someone to talk to and you need someone to inspire you on your instrument, because I know, like I said, I know you're a drummer, hit me up. Hit me up and we can arrange for some lessons. That's why I am here. So anyway, Sam, that's all I'm gonna go on and on and on about this. I hope that you can learn from a few of the things that I said today. I hope that I motivated you and uplifted you, and I want to let you know that you are a worthwhile person. I see you on your YouTube channel. You're very, very insecure about what people think about you. Don't worry so much, Sam, about what people think about you. Think about what makes you happy. When you go out and you do your stealth videos, sometimes I laugh my ass off, especially when you get scared. Sorry. Your videos are entertaining when you're scared and you're rambling. Oh, there's the cops. Oh, geez, cops are here. Next thing you know, it's all dark and you're running through the woods. Oh, cops are on my ass. It does make me laugh. Your videos make me laugh. And I want, you're always concerned about what people think about your videos and whatnot. Sam, do you. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what the viewers are going to think or how they're going to judge you. You're very concerned about being judged. Now, it's human nature for all of us to judge people, but I'm going to be honest, at my age, I don't care. I don't care what people, I have two channels. I have my Connolly Outdoors camping channel because I love camping and I love being outdoors. And I have my Tim Connolly Drums YouTube channel. On both of those channels, I do what makes me happy. It's nice that I have, loads of subscribers on my drum channel. I'm still trying to really build my Connolly Outdoors channel. But on my drums channel, it's another form of income because I'm monetized on that channel. I'm partially monetized on the Connolly Outdoors channel, not fully monetized. I'm looking forward to getting fully monetized. I'm very close with the watch time hours, but I still got a little ways to go. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to be fully monetized. I'm partially monetized, and I think I got 606 or 607, something like that. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that you be less concerned about what people think about you and your channel, and just do what you want to do on your channel, and I think you need to stop talking so much about the negativity in your life and try to look at the other side of things. I'm just going to respond to this comment here. Let's see. Beth, oh boy, Bethanthemum. Hello, nice to meet you. I love music too. It's very healing. I just subscribed. Nice video so far. Well, thank you very kindly. Thank you very much. That's awesome. I'm assuming you ascribe to Connolly Outdoors, but if you're interested in music, Tim Connolly Drums as well. I do a lot of videos talking about things that have happened to me as a musician, being on tour and crazy things, and just crazy musician things that have happened to me over years and years of performance. I've played thousands and thousands of live shows. I've taught thousands of drum lessons. I've really been around the block when it comes to the music. But anyways, back to Sam. Sam, I want you to think about being more positive and stop focusing so much on the negative and the insecurity that you have around your channel. Just do you. Your channel's fun. I see the comments. Most people enjoy your channel, and they enjoy, you just being you, talking about your sausage and beans or whatever the hell you talk about. I can't remember all the things you say in your channel, but it's fun. So I want anyone that watches this, please go and check out and support Sam, and check out some of his videos and send him a nice comment. I believe in the old saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I do believe that because there's so much bad in the world. There's so much craziness going on that one thing that my son and I always talk about in the camping world is how the quality of the people are really high quality people in the camping world. If you watch Random Adventures, Tony, of course, Steve Wallace, I mean, he's my hero. I love Steve. These guys, they're such wonderful people. And that's what needs to be expressed more in the world, is kindness, being fair and happy, and showing people that you care. And that's why I'm here. I care, Sam. I care. So anyways, if anyone wants to say hello to me or leave a comment, just a hi, now is the time, because I just wanted to get on here to talk directly to Sam, and then I'm going to shoot out. So if anyone wants to say anything to me right now, I'd be more than happy to say hello. Now, Liam did say he was going to pop down here, but because I'm in the basement, I don't think he remembered. So, anyways, Liam, if he was here, he would be saying hello. He is upstairs, but I don't hear any noise up there, so I don't know what he's doing. He's very quiet. Whenever they get quiet, you know what, things are amiss. Anyways, I am going to go and watch the hockey game now, Toronto, Montreal. Doesn't get any better than that. Looking forward to the playoffs. I'm a big, as a Canadian, big hockey fan, of course. So, just a quick update. Liam and I are going to be out camping very, very soon. Our first real spring camp, because the last two spring camps we've done, so-called spring camps, were still cold and not really very spring-like. So we're really looking forward to getting out for a spring camp with real spring weather, where we can actually be outside and not freeze our butts off. So anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. And Sam, I'm here for you, buddy. If you need to talk, you know who to email, and we'll set up a discussion. Okay? Thank you very much. See you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.